Okay, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
Welcome to the pod. We had our first reel, and
It's
now
out.
we've been look maxing. Looks maxing.
Spiraling, looks maxing.
So we're both, I think, going on Ozempic pretty soon here.
I've got a GLP-1 on its way. Well, it's coming in pill form now.
Is it her? Hers?
Hers. Didn't they just get sued pretty big?
Oh, of course.
Big,
pretty
fat
small.
suit.
pretty gauntly.
Well, I almost got the fiber supplement from hers. But I was afraid that because of like my tranny body, like it wouldn't be right for me. So I was thinking that they really need to make a Hims that's for hers.
Good.
For trans women.
They would make bank.
I know. Because I'm not taking Hims.
Why would you want to take Hims, but you also don't want to take hers?
In case I screw something up. So I need Hims for hers.
I think that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think the fiber one is really just
Our first sponsorship is
Hims for hers.
Hims for hers.
I want our first sponsorship to be like dude wipes.
I don't think we're appealing to them.
I just
What
want
about like Manscaped?
I want someone to have to make me say like, you gotta try dude wipes. Like this should change my life. Like I want to have to like lie about a crazy product I'd never try.
Yes. I mean, HelloFresh seems like they give them out like crazy.
I feel like my friends got sponsored by HelloFresh.
Okay, but imagine you particularly being a BetterHelp.
I would never, ever.
That's good to know.
Ever
I feel similarly.
sell my soul for BetterHelp.
There's going to be a huge Netflix doc class action lawsuit against BetterHelp. Next 5 years, I'm calling it.
I'm sure they're going to like go and it's going to be some like facility in like Bangladesh. And it's just going to be a bunch of computers.
Unfortunately, do you think most community health centers feel just like BetterHelp?
BetterHelp.
Like when you walk through the halls of like a community health center, it does.
It should just be BetterHelp.
It should just be BetterHelp.
It should just be a computer where there's like a chat bot. You're like, you're right. And that does suck.
Yes, girly.
Yes, girly pop.
Yes, girly. I think that's totally valid, girly.
I think you're valid.
Girly, it's totally valid.
That's
girly.
doing better than a lot of therapists out there.
I had a super girly therapist. My first therapist ever was a super girly, like, yes, queen.
Do you feel like she was like trying to affirm you a crazy style?
My friend also had her as a therapist and did the same
She
thing
was yes queening
to them.
Could be complicated.
Yeah.
She could have been performing for everybody. But yeah, I've never had a girly therapist. I think they know not to with me.
It's tough. I wish it on no one.
Yeah, I think
Not one person should have to go through a girly therapist. I'm serious.
that might have like saved me though.
I've had a lot of Swiftie therapists actually. Is that disclosing too much?
No, it's the other way. Just can't get your Swiftie therapist on here, but you can talk about your therapist all you want. That seems like it would be a rupture, a major rupture for me, because I don't need to know what media you consume at all.
I famously had media corner with my last therapist. It was really bad for us.
I'm not here to tell you what your therapist can do and can't do. I just think, what are you paying for? That's just like, that's kind of a waste of money to me. They're expensive.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I can't wait to get sponsored. And I don't think we will, but I want to get paid like $5 to say like
Anything.
God. I want to basically get paid $5 to say anything. I don't need a sponsorship for that.
Yeah. I don't know what my like dream first sponsor would be. I think HelloFresh rocks. I would love Manscaped or Hims.
Yeah.
I would love a GLP.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd rock.
I mean, I think people are saying this now, but is it crazy how many GLPs are? Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. I think everybody's realizing like every single ad is either like try this AI or take this GLP-1.
Hey, Piggy.
Hey, Piggy, are you stupid also?
Yeah.
Stupid Piggy. You gonna lose weight and yeah, and just sell your life to a robot?
They're like, generate this.
Generate
and it's
you
a skinnier you.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good.
Hi, book us.
I saw this great AI rendering of like, you know, all the tech giants being like, it's 2030, like 80% of people have lost their jobs. but we need, because of AI, but we need them to power our AI, facilities. And everybody is like working out, obviously, like getting a lot of muscle to look like they're working. This is a trend. And so like they were generating the power from like these lifting machines to generate
Human
their
gerbil or
yeah.
human like mill dogs.
We should be
Wheel dogs.
no, of course not for AI, but I think we should be harnessing the power of a row machine and an elliptical.
What happened to rowing? It felt like
It was like big. We had a rowing machine in my house.
I love rowing machines.
My
It's
brother
like,
was on the rowing team.
it feels like such a like fad of yesteryear in a way. Like I feel like every television show like had like a bit about the rowing team when they
The
go to
rowing
college.
team, dad had the dad has a rowing machine.
Yeah.
It was
He used
always
to row.
it was always like, oh, this is the world's best cardio. Like you'll never feel. But now what is that? Stairmaster? Is that the 12-30-30 method? 12 speed, 3 incline. 12 incline, 3 speed? Yeah, that would be better.
No, I don't do that.
It's like walking, but it sucks.
I mean, I've done one before. I've always thought if this is
Girl, do not play with that. Come here.
Hey,
I gotta just throw this piece of metal
JP.
at her. There we go.
You guys,
She was playing with
there's a cat.
And they know because I can't. I feel like a lot of the episode was like, oh my God, look at her.
I know, and we're doing it again. We're starting it again.
Well, she's really fucking cute. It's not just a cat, it's a kitten. That's why I should have played with her, because she's going to get all rowdy during this podcast.
Well, she was sleeping. She has just a gorgeous new condo.
Yeah, she just got a little Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Because it is 7 floors. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's huge.
She can do anything she wants on it. Oh my God. Of course, the toy is underneath the camera. That's just how we live.
That's how we live. How are you? What's going on?
Well, we just got tied.
We got tied up.
We got tied up with some tie.
Tie me up, tie me down. Faster pussycat. Kill, kill.
Yeah. What did I say today? I got my insurance provider and my pharmacist, because both of them put me on hold. I got them an emerged call and they started putting each other on hold. And then they fixed the problem. And I was like, can I keep you on hold and call my pharmacist? Because I had to wait 30 minutes to get there. And he's like, yeah, I can talk to the pharmacist. And I was like, great. And then it was so funny to hear them be like, 1 second. And I just sat there. And I was like, yeah, you two just get at each other. Till it's over.
That is so metropolitan to me. Like the way that you handle things like that is so metropolitan to me. And it is so glaringly, it makes me feel so like bumpkin. Because I could never
do that.
No.
Yeah.
It's like not in my blood.
I think, well, let's talk about the drive-thru.
Like me in a drive-thru?
Like us at a drive-thru. I remember we went to Sonic for the first time together.
I don't know if I remember this.
This is the first time you said this, but you say this to me at every drive-thru, but you do something crazy in a drive-thru. That's like way different than I think other people around here. But I'm sure the pod members have listened to every episode and now watched them. But if you don't know, Logan's from rural Ohio. I'm from
betwixt the corn.
All over. But I think what is really training me is my mom is from New Jersey. That's like more than anything. My mother is from New Jersey, and that is what guides my social interactions. Because I'm like, well, at least I'm not my mother. So we go through Sonic, and this to me is pretty tame. You get full fat, I get diet.
Of course. Of course.
And so she got her full fat slushie or something, a full fat Coke.
I was really into Ocean Waters for a while.
Ocean Water. You showed me Ocean Water. They're really good. They're really
an
good.
Ocean Water moment. Is this when we were getting it dirty?
Was that with the coconut milk in it or something?
It's cream and lime is making it dirty.
That's real like Mormon shit.
Yes.
Cream and lime in my Ocean Water with nerds in it. Were there nerds in it?
I would never get a candy in my drink ever.
Okay, that is their specialty.
I do not even get bubbles in my bubble tea.
Okay, well now you're just
tea.
you don't like having fun.
I don't like chewing when I'm drinking.
I like that.
Okay. A lot of people do. A lot of people do.
I love boba.
Boba.
I don't like when they burst in my mouth, but that's just because they're not chewy. I want them. I want to sink my teeth in that tapioca pearl.
I don't like any of them.
So we go through the drive-thru, and she hands me 2 cups, and they look exactly the same. And I go, "Oh, I can't tell the difference. Can you tell me which one's diet and which one's not?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, it's the one on your left hand." And you were like, "Oh my God, the way you are from the city." That is exactly what happened. You're like, "I would just drive away and I would never do anything about it." I'm like, "No." You were literally could not believe that I had requested which one is which.
I feel like there had to be like a tonal.
You tell me that. You tell me I have it. It's just I think I just asked I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry." You sound like no one was meant to be in a drive-thru. Like when you go through the drive-thru, you're like, "I am so sorry to do this." I sympathize with drive-thru.
You're making me sound really woke in the drive-thru, but that's not what's going on.
You're scared. And I'm like Republican in the drive-thru. I mean, I just like say what I want. I also, what I do is I pull up. People hate this. I pull up and then I read the menu. Like I'm supposed to fucking know what I want. But it's like horrifying when I'm like, okay. "I'm sorry, I need a second."
I love to say, "Give me one moment, please."
You do say that. But sometimes mid-order, you're like, "Okay, we gotta. Okay, what do you want?"
I don't think I do. I don't get stressed.
Maybe it's not near them.
I don't get stressed in a drive-thru in time. I get stressed in the drive-thru for a couple reasons. And I think a lot of people think that I'm giving sort of like okay.
That is like actually fully sliding the dust.
We've got to We've got to fix this. I've never, it's hard for me to observe what I do in a drive-thru, but I know that everyone makes fun of me.
You go up 8 octaves.
I don't want to be misgendered.
Fair. Okay, I'll check my privilege.
Well, like I am giving, it's not that I'm like giving puss in the drive-thru. I'm like, giving mother.
You are giving like, "I am so sorry to wake you up from like the middle of your sleep." You get so like, "I have done something. I've wronged you, and I'm just gonna try to get through this as fast as possible."
Well, I do have like a belief that like if I go through a drive-thru and they fuck something up, that is literally on me. I should not have come.
And you will never. I know this for a fact.
I won't check a bag.
What I get real city is when I say I'm missing something. Or one time we had to go back through the Sonic drive-thru because they were missing something, and you couldn't believe I was like, "Hey, by the way, you forgot my thing."
No, okay, but sorry. We were in Cape Cod. I had arrived. You guys were at this Dunkin' Donuts yesterday. While Estella was at this Dunkin' Donuts, she purchased we'll put a picture up on the carousel. We'll put a picture up of a Dunkin' 2-piece sweatsuit.
Because I haggled for it. Because it was the only one on the mannequin. And I was like, "What is up with this?" And he was like, "Well, we can knock the price down for you." And I was like, "That is crazy expensive. How would anybody buy this?" And he's like, "I know." And then I went and bought it down, and he was like, "We can knock the price down." And I was like, "Okay."
It's like when you go to like cancel subscription, they're like, "Oh, here's 30% off."
Right? They're like, "Here's that John Duncan tracksuit. Wait, you need to leave with this."
Wait, you can have the tracksuit. The woman taking our order on this drive-thru was, I will say, incompetent. It was like she could not understand a word our friend was saying, and Estella could not even survive a what or a huh from her more than 2 times before Estella
Not to.
I'm telling you,
like,
your
we need
if somebody
iced donut, they were like, "Okay, 1 matcha latte coming up." I'm like, "What?"
Well, no, I wanted I wanted a sour cream donut, and you would have thought it was a secret menu item. But you truly have zero patience.
I sound like a bitch.
You don't sound like a bitch. You're very metropolitan.
You
are very city. I'm sorry. She got out of the car.
And
she was so upset. She got out of the car in the drive-thru
I was so angry.
In the Dunkin' tracksuit and walked inside.
And that's when I bought it. And thank God I walked in because that's when I bought the tracksuit.
No, you were already in the tracksuit, honey.
Oh, because I got it the day before.
Honey, yeah, honey, you were
Oh,
already
that
in the
was the whole
tracksuit,
thing. I
honey.
bought the tracksuit.
And then we went
back
into
to
that
the
little
same
grocery
Dunkin'.
store with that cop, that RoboCop,
Yeah, AI.
that robotic
There
cop.
was like that's Massachusetts. That's Cape Cod for you. They
That's
apparently don't have enough money to pay people to work there, but they don't want to. So they employed a robot to kind of patrol the produce section. Did he have a function?
watching us do our photo shoot.
Yeah, we had a little photo shoot, which I can put on the carousel.
That's the one, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, I don't know. I remember you saying this the first time this happened where I was like, okay, that really wasn't metropolitan. Like, you need to see my mother.
And I have. And I did.
Yeah.
And I want you to say you're not, and I want to say you're not your mother.
And
that's
it's like about
important.
improvement.
Yeah.
But I remember you saying because you're from such a small town that everybody knows each other. And so like that your reputation would get around fast.
You cannot behave that way. You just can't. Well, my parents did, and they were like scourges upon the town.
But that can't be the reason. That's not the reason.
No,
why.
it's not because they were in the drive-thru. It's because my dad was like shooting off his gun in city limits.
Yes, totally.
Shooting woodchucks next to our neighbor.
And what's the reputation? Like, I'm a little terse in a drive-through? And I don't even think I'm terse.
No, you don't. Hey, I didn't say any of that. I said you're very metropolitan.
I am.
To me, I'm not like, oh, this rude city bitch, you know, like I'm not like, it's just that when the first time I experienced this was my friend Faith, born and raised in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Do or die.
Do or die.
Mm-hmm.
I met her in college here at UT, and I remember going to the nail salon for the very first time with her, and she put in her headphones and had the loudest phone call.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of that nail salon.
Totally.
And I was like
Clutching
my pearls. It was frowned upon to answer a cell phone call in a grocery store growing up for me. It was like it took me a really long time to take calls in a store because I thought it was rude to other people.
Wow.
Now I don't care. I think it's like a really ridiculous aspect of life there.
It must have shocked you the way I operated.
I had been primed. My
Right.
friend Faith really
Right, right,
primed me
right.
for like people who are from not here.
Not from around here.
Not from around here. But no, and the first time I got in a car with you, I said, I can tell you learned how to drive in a city. It is offensive.
Because I'm a bad driver.
It's that, but
I'm
also when
bad.
somebody learns how to drive in the city, there is not a moment of hesitation.
No.
Ever.
In fact, I think I thrive in cities. Like, I think people see me in Toledo and they're like, wow, you really cut lanes of traffic. I'm just a bad driver. Move very quickly, weave in and out of people. I don't drive that fast anymore, but I've gotten enough speeding tickets for that. But I do just like move with purpose.
Of course.
But when you get me in a city, I feel like I'm at home.
I trust you. I want you to drive when we go somewhere.
When I'm like, people are like, oh, when we're approaching Chicago, can we switch? I'm like, of course. Because I know how to do this.
I'm like,
oh my God, but Logan used to have this tiny little pink car.
rest in peace.
And we used to have the same commute to work. And to see you in this car that looks like the wheels are going to fall off. It was like rattling. You would zip. You go like 85 miles an hour. It was insane how fast you were going and no one ever pulled you over.
Never in that car. The only time I got pulled over was speeding, being on my phone without a seatbelt on in Northwood. And I had that passenger seat full of doll wigs.
It's a good look, though. At least if they're going to do it.
He
you
let
might
me
as
go
well.
for everything except for the speeding.
What else? Oh, phone?
Yeah, which is an automatic court appearance. If you're caught on your phones, everyone get it. Stay off your phones.
I was on my phone today and I saw a cop and I put it down.
Yeah, put it down.
I mean, I was at a red light, but I'm still scared.
I saw somebody in a Tesla on the highway,
See, they
using
actually.
your phone. It was nuts.
Do you know they track your face, and if you look away from the road, they'll stop the automatic driving in Teslas.
Oh my God, that sort of seems more dangerous. Actually,
It seems
it's like when your Subaru almost tries to kill us when we're backing up.
I know. Does that? I get so mad when my technology doesn't serve me.
Yeah.
When my technology doesn't serve me, I get really mad. I'm like, do one thing. Make my life easier. If you think this is safe, I just don't want anybody to stop me, especially a robot.
That's how I feel like when a shirt sleeve gets caught on a door handle.
It's like, don't.
I fly off.
Yeah. I'm encumbered.
I can't believe I'm hindered by such immaterial things.
Yes. I'm like, haven't we transcended from this?
You have zero consciousness and yet you halt me.
Yeah. You dare to stop?
You dare stop me.
Greeny beanie.
Greeny beanie.
Oh, Mandini.
Who you think you are, Greeny?
See, if you guys fucking listened, you would know that joke.
Last up, people
I
would
love
know
this
that.
like threat I make. Like, fuck you guys, but also we know you've listened.
We love you.
And we love our fans. Fuck you if you don't listen, but
Fuck you if you don't listen.
but that's most people. So
yeah.
we have a lot of enemies.
What?
We have a lot of enemies.
Do we?
If it's fuck you if you don't listen.
Enemies of the pod.
But that's more like kind of flirty. Fuck you if you don't listen.
It's the Jennifer's body push.
Yes, it's the push against the wall. Yeah, that scene did everything for me.
Have you consumed any culture this week? I feel like I should just ask.
Just like Trump. It's really not important. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to.
Because everybody knows everybody's opinion on it.
Right. It's grim.
I guess what I'll say is I'm surprised that people are surprised that he used women as a punchline. When he's actually said a lot more that wasn't a joke, that was also horrible. But I think the Olympics are, you would expect them to have more like national pride to kind of get over that for a second. But that doesn't surprise me. But it sucked. But what are you going to do?
The thing about it is that, I mean, ask anyone to name like any female athlete and they can't, right?
So they just did that with the Toledo Walleyes. For $1, he went to every walleye, name a female athlete.
Did it? How'd that?
Everybody did really well. She is sleeping in the pot. in the tree pot. Yeah, no, they did that and everybody did great. But
Well, good. But the general Gen Pop asked them to like, how's the WNBA doing?
Oh my God,
right now?
It's
like,
a punchline. That's the thing. It's just always been a punchline. For context, if you don't know, Trump basically was like, I'm going to invite the men's hockey team to the State of the Union. And he goes, well, I'll have to invite the women too, you know, or else I'll get like impeached. And I was like, ha ha ha. Even though women made up a majority of the gold medals.
Of course.
I think the women's team rejected the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Half the men's team went, and I don't know if you saw the videos, but they were like just eating McDonald's again.
I didn't watch the videos. The thing that it was just so, nobody already is really paying attention to women's sports except for the people who care.
Right.
Let it be that way. It almost makes me more sad that the whole reason the women's hockey team is in the news is for causing controversy from somebody who's like just a rapist.
Yeah.
And like a bad person and generally has said, quiet piggy, grab her by the butt.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, and then to see that 200,000 people signed a petition for an apology from him.
I'm sure he's gonna
Girls.
what do you think this apology is gonna look like?
Also, they don't want his apology. They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Literally do not give a fuck.
They would have rejected it had that phone call not been leaked. To me, this is nothing new, but
it just makes me. I mean, I'm glad that like people like Flava Flav is like, I'll throw you a party. Like,
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's like, come to Vegas. I'll throw you a party.
That's honestly the person you'd want to tap.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm glad. Like,
that's crazy because like conservatives always get a Kid Rock concert, which to me is like the most tragic. Like for some reason, is that his? I don't even know his songs, but like they must be like, please, Kid Rock, don't do a protest. Like any conservative want to step up that isn't Kid Rock, but it's always Kid Rock. It is nice to know Flava Flav is like women. Like, you know, he's gonna want a bunch of women at his party.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I'll celebrate you. I got like, so yeah. I'm glad for that, but I'm just mostly sad that it's like they're in the news for it. just like this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
not
almost like more
enough to get a
humiliating.
medal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they already won. The people
Yeah.
who give a fuck hard, and
nobody else ever has.
right. And I don't know. It's just it's and like it's just like between seeing the women's hockey stuff, and then it's just like Alyssa Liu being used as like goon bait. It's like all like
Yeah,
it's
so
like
the Gooners
so
found
crazy.
her, and she's all over Twitter. My Twitter gets goony real fast, and I'm not proud of that. But it's like first it's like tap to see Alyssa Liu, and then it's like you know how they do that new edit with like 4 photos, or like this you're gonna have a bad day. Then on the comments, Alyssa Liu goon porn.
Yep.
And that's the thing. It's not enough. It's not enough to be a talented sports player.
To win gold.
You're going to be porn. You're going to go ahead and be porn as a woman. And like the most fetishy porn. Let's talk about the media you consumed.
Not much this week. Actually, I do want to just say I watched my doll digest of the week.
Uh-huh.
I watched a fabulous movie with Liz Taylor I hadn't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of the pod, Elizabeth Taylor.
Friend of the pod, thank you so much.
It was called Identikit, also called Driver's Seat, and it was like really like harsh and devastating and unrelenting, and I felt like it melon-balled my insides out, and I just had to like look at it. But like it was really powerful performance. Heartbreaking. I think that it was sold to me for years as this like sort of like campy older Liz in a like weird dip in her career, and I was like, this is like just one of the most harrowing depictions of a woman on screen. Like to me it was like a woman under the influence, like Jenna Rollins level.
You'd recommend?
I would. It was the only place I could find it was like Amazon Prime, and it was like 99 cents to rent, but it was like shitty quality. But I mean, it's like a surreal Italian art film, but it was like, it rocked.
Yeah.
It really rocked. It like destroyed me for like at least
Rocked your shit.
24 hours. Yeah. I was shooting ropes.
I was going to say, put this shit right up your ass.
It put the shit up my ass, and I was shooting ropes.
And I was shooting ropes.
No blanks.
Yeah.
And I binged Love is Blind yesterday.
So I didn't know the Ohio one came out. I remember I saw the image of the contestant, and I was like, damn, that's Cleveland?
Columbus, Cleveland. The hottest.
Oh, it's everyone.
The hottest guy on there is from Brooklyn, but is a professor at
That's annoying.
University of Ohio.
They need to Ohio State.
Yeah, and he's in public policy, but he is like wildly Christian.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sure.
Sure. I just cannot believe they did that. Like, I think they did Ohio so dirty. I think there's, like, I remember when that image came out, we were like, I think we have hotter friends who are from Toledo than this.
Yes, but like the specific breed of person who is trying to get on TV in Ohio it's fascinating. There is this one girl, Amber, I want you to watch, but also it's like, it's so crazy. Oh my God. Sorry.
It's okay.
I am convinced that her past employment has been an escort, not because I think she's trashy, but the way that she composes herself, the way she does her hair, it's so that she does this crazy. Amber, I love you. This finds you somehow. Her hair is whack. Her boob job whack. Her fashion whack. You're iconic. I love you.
There you
go. It is obviously the Stanford Prison Experiment.
It is.
And
in that it's staged.
Every time I watch more than 2 episodes in a row of that show, I do start to spiral. Where I'm like, am I not normal? Are these normal people?
No.
Like, I'm like, is this what straight people, like cis, normal straight people are like? I'm like, it's table 44 on there.
Which is a bar in downtown Toledo that is like really It's nothing to write home about. It's like the straight. It's like the quarter. I remember walking up and you were like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Everybody has a quarter zip. Guy who holds the door for us has a quarter zip." When I watch Love Island, that's the thing is like as a gay woman, I'm like, I choose to try to believe that straight people don't operate like this, and that there's a certain amount for certain people that are filtered into these shows. However, most straight people I know watch it, and how could that not influence you on how you date?
I mean, I do think a lot of people are always like, I don't understand, like, blah, 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 the conversations I have. I'm like, I've stayed up till 3 a.m. talking to men on Tinder with, like, the same level of severity.
Yeah, the severity, right, of like what they talk about.
Yeah, like, when there's, like, even, it's almost hotter that the body's not in the bed.
The body's not in the bed.
The body's not in the bed. The, like, mystery, the, like, the Tinder messaging, the pod difference. Like, there is something so to me it's like straight people's grinder.
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
It's
late night grinder. After
is.
6 days they will be engaged and they can touch the body.
I think it's crazy. The part that makes me really crazy is like 2 days in, some guy's like, I'm gonna start chatting with this other girl, and she's like having a meltdown. I'm like, okay, I know it's a show, but can we all like? I think in Love Island UK they are more reasonable about it. We're like, yeah, of course, yeah, the love is. Oh my god, bitch! I thought we were talking about Love Island this whole time.
No, oh my god, Love Island, Ohio, where
they send them to fucking put in
Turtle Island. It's
Whoa, hold on. Okay. Sorry. So everything I just said was about Love Island. When they're like chatting with, and when I was like 6 days, they just get right in bed. What do you mean no talking? That is so grinder. Oh my God, you're so right. Where it's like, we don't even know each other. I just saw a picture of your dick.
And you can get so horny off the mystery.
And the talking, of course, like
they're like, they blindfold you, shave your head, break your ankles, and they set you in a room and they say,
spin you around.
And they say, could be a really hot guy on the other side of here. Tell him what you want out of your future.
I think of course.
It's crazy.
No, I like that better than Love Island, I should say, because I don't like all the fake shit, but I do love Love Island, of course.
Of course.
But I hate the part when they reveal each other and they're like, ugh. Like that part, like I hate to watch that.
There's a lot of people with a lot of good chemistry this season. They have
so the chemistry like supersedes their physical form.
And a couple of them. There is one that she like clearly does not like him. She talks about she immediately like, who cares about appearance so much anyway? Like we're all gonna get fat one day. Also, he's just like bulky.
Okay,
he's
so that's
hot.
The thing.
Like that guy that I was just
You're
like,
going on Love is Blind Ohio. They're all gonna have either a chin strap or just the fuck ass beard, and they're gonna be bulky and they're gonna be kind of balding.
There's only 2 bulky guys and they're the hottest to me this season. I
thought that picture was just a bunch of like.
There's a lot of just skinny guy. I mean, there always is. There's always like, it's like a 5'8". I swim, I run.
It's a 5'8" massacre. It's a 5'8" like bloodbath. It's every guy's 5'8" in Ohio. I
have been like thinking a lot about how these men speak on this show. Mm-hmm. I think I've got it. They sort of like, they're like sitting here.
Yeah, they're like
tugging, they're like holding the glass, and like a girl just gets done talking about how like she's had to like take care of her mom her whole life, or like she's adopted, and he's like, no, like honestly, thank you so much for sharing that. Like totally everything you said is like really valid, and it like really means like so much that you would like share something like that. And I think that you're really like strong. I can really tell you're like a fighter and a warrior about that. And you know, like it's really crazy because I haven't said anything to anybody like this in the pods, but I was actually born premature, and they really didn't. They really didn't know that I was like gonna make it. So my grandma, she calls me Miracle Baby. So like I totally like understand like where you're coming from, and I just picture you having my kids and like a wife that like really like is strong.
And does that work on them? On the girls?
Yes, it works.
I think men, that's crazy. So
They
what's the
can't
formula?
speak.
It's like, I validate you because I've had an experience that was difficult and you are the mother of my children.
It's active listening ish.
They learn how
It's
to
therapy
reflect.
language ish.
They always say validate.
It is my largest trauma, which is almost always
A torn ACL.
there's a guy who didn't make the soccer draft, and it's his biggest trauma. There's a guy who was born premature and flatlined for a second.
I was going to say that felt real. That felt really real. You were pulling from a real person.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, it's crazy what's
Did he look
going
like
on.
he was born premature?
No. Beautiful Italian. My roommates kept being like, he looks gay, he looks gay. And I'm like, he just looks Italian. They're like, look at the shape of his eyebrow. I'm like, he probably had a sister who said you won't be going on screen looking a mess.
Also, what is that shape of his eyebrow? In that it's shaped, or like there was like an investigation on his?
It was like tweezed. It looked
oh,
clean.
tweezed. Okay.
But I'm like,
But they were
men
doing,
take
like,
care of themselves, actually.
phrenology.
Yep.
Look at his hands.
That video of Cynthia Erivo rubbing her head, for some reason, always makes me think of phrenology. Sorry.
So I should watch the show. I've seen more Love Island than Love Is Blind, but
Did that convince? How did you feel about? Did you feel like you were talking to a guy?
I rarely do. So yes, like I can imagine. I mean, when I see Love Island, which I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but she'll say something and he'll be like, or she'll be like, it just really hurt me when this girl did this, and I'd be like, that's really valid, and like I understand that because that's like super valid, and I totally would feel the same way. Like it feels like a script that someone taught them right before the show. Like whatever she says, repeat it, reflect it, say the word valid, and then be like, I can now be vulnerable. And they're like, okay, now we're bonded.
There is a guy I want to talk about really quickly, only because it speaks to, I think, culturally what we speak to and what we sort of just watched, which we're going to get to.
Yeah.
There was this guy who was talking about, she was like, I want to get deep. He's like, you don't think I can get deep? Like, I can totally get deep. And he like comes back with questions the next day. And she, the most beautiful girl in the season, she reveals that she was like adopted. She has like a lot of scarification on her arm because she had like birthmarks that were high risk of melanoma. So she had a lot of surgeries. She's adopted by a family, blah, 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 blah. She reveals finally that she's adopted, that she has like scarification, whatever. And he like kind of interrupts her a lot. That's not the point. But what I want to get to is what he proceeds to, he's like, so what was your first kiss? She's like, it was just like a guy in high school. I don't really remember. He was like, he like can't take that answer. Proceeds to talk about his first girlfriend, how magical his first kiss was. Then asks, is it okay if I ask how you lost your virginity? And she's like, it was just like a guy in college I just wanted to get over with. Like she's giving just like whatever. He proceeds to go on this entire journey story about how his first time was just like The Notebook. And how sweet it was and how beautiful it was.
Oh,
and how it was
so
like
mad.
And how it was like when I've never seen The Notebook. But
why?
I've just never seen it.
Why?
No
You've avoided
reason.
it, obviously.
No, I had just, it's never, I just don't need, whatever. It is, Gina Rollins. Jenna Rollins is in it. I know it.
It's so good. It's such a classic.
And apparently there's some scene where allegedly he's so like, she's like, so taken with each other, they have to like fuck on the floor. And he like keeps referencing that as the first time and how every girlfriend he's ever had watches The Notebook with him. And she's like, I've never seen it. She's also like, I've never seen it. It was just crazy.
Okay, also to be like, my first sexual experience was The Notebook, and then every single girlfriend, he's like, let's watch it. And he's like, I had this with somebody else, by the way.
Okay, imagine you're getting to know somebody. You're on a second date, and you're like, will not stop going on about how your first time was so magical.
I'd kill her.
The fuck?
Basically, if you don't say, like, every sexual experience I had was horrible, but not assault, until I met you, it sounds like I'm like, if you've been assaulted, don't date me. No, just like, I want to hear basically everything has been just kind of milquetoast. unless you want to open up about something that's really vulnerable and raw, and I can talk about my experiences. But like, I don't want to hear about a magical sexual experience from anybody I've dated.
And it's your virginity. Like, you can't stop talking about how beautiful losing your virginity was. Is crazy.
So like,
it's like shocking.
yeah, and nobody else has that experience. But also, so
and guess what? I bet if you ask that girl,
male incel.
it's not her experience.
No, definitely not.
She's not going around being like,
"Can I poke it in on the floor in your hole?"
She's not going around being like, "Oh, when I lost my virginity, it was just like the Notebook."
And why aren't they together?
If it was so
magical and
good,
everything was
yeah,
great.
you should go find her.
Yeah, like the Notebook. Write her a letter every day. No, I think that'd be horrible. I would hate to hear that. I would hate that. I don't know where I was going with that. There was something I wanted to say.
That is all I have about Love is Blind, though. I will say I do want you to watch, but I like really, it throws me for like a psychological loop every time I watch.
I mean, he
Like,
sounds
puts
like
me in
he
a bad
sucks.
spot.
He sounds like he sucks.
A lot of these men suck. A lot of the women suck. This show makes me feel often like a misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
Like often.
And a misandrist. But that nothing
It makes
new
me
there.
just feel like I see like a horrible, like the garments these girls wear.
Well, that's, yeah.
Is shocking.
And that's when it gets to table 44.
And there is not a single PA who's like, "Hey, you're about to get proposed to. It's your big reveal. We got a steamer on set.
Like,
We've got a steamer." And they're like, "No, it's good. It's one layer. It's from Shein. It's wrinkle free."
it's perfect. They said it's wrinkle free, so it's wrinkle free.
And I just sat and sweated in it, so it's good.
So my question is, my perception of the show, the little I've seen, is that they're locked in that room for days, and they have to like feed him under the door, the slide food under the door. It's like yeah, like solitary confinement.
It's
like,
a padded room that looks like TJ Maxx. It's
It's
like if
so
TJ
scary.
Maxx decorated a psych ward.
and they're like, this place is awesome. That's how I feel about the villa. They're like, this place is fucking epic, and it's just like a neon sign that says "spill the tea" and like 800 fake plants. And like they're just trying to hide the bugs. You can just know there's like
And there's
a
like a
tropical
ski
bug
ball.
storm.
It's like a ski ball.
Yeah, there's like a skee ball thing. They're playing cornhole.
And
There's
like a chair that looks like a tennis ball.
yes, and then like everything else is like this white plastic, and they're like, I've never seen anything fucking better than this, and I'm like, this looks like the worst Barbie dream house I've ever seen, like the least comfortable.
It looks like the set of the Barbie movie, which is to say it looks like shit.
Looks like shit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the reason for the season.
You guys, we finally did it.
We watched the first 3 episodes of
3?
Yeah.
The
Eras
Eras Tour. What was it? End of an era?
End of an era.
End of an era.
End of an era.
It's the end of an era.
I know they listen to the pod for our Australian accents.
Yeah,
Specifically.
I was doing a really good one yesterday.
Give me a line.
I was like reading a tea.
So you
reading.
can't give me
I
that.
need it. Maybe I could read something.
You want Freud?
Yeah, let me just like read the back of a book. Maybe I can get it. It like came to me in a way it's never come to
It's
me
come
before.
to you like in a dream.
Here's Freud's one complete presentation of the whole science which he founded. These 28 lectures to laymen set forth the fundamental theories upon which all modern psychoanalytic. No, see, I lost it. But anyway,
Psychoanalytic.
you guys
That
are
was
working
solid.
on
That was
I'm
really
working on
solid.
it.
Can I have a sip of your Ollie?
Please, it's yours. Really.
This would be something we could be sponsored by.
Olipop.
Can I say my story?
About Olipop or the Eras? Of course.
You know what?
No, I don't know if I do.
My roommate in Portland was like a huge. This Olipop had just hit the market. Okay, this was like 2022.
Simpler times.
Simpler times. I don't know if it just hit the market, but it just hit Alberta Ave. Alberta Street. This is the street I was on in Northeast Portland. And it hit us hard. It was all over the co-op. And my roommate was really into it. And so right before I left Portland, I did this thing. I do this thing sometimes. Maybe this is what I do to get us sponsored. I emailed the business of Olipop and I was like, I am your biggest fucking fan. I am your biggest fucking fan. Like, all I want to do is like get everybody on Olipop, get all the people I know. It's just like my drink. I love it so much. Thank you guys so much.
It is my drink. I love it.
So usually when that happens, half the time they're like, thank you. Or maybe a quarter of the time they don't respond. The other quarter, minus 1%, you'll get reached out. They'll be like, we're going to send you a coupon. Thank you so much. We're going to send you like a discount. You can order from our store, whatever. This
Not
time.
a pallet?
Huh?
They didn't send you like a pallet?
1% chance, you guys. The secretary of the CEO reached out and said the CEO wants to speak with you. Because he just like really wants to like get to know his like fans, and like this really reached him, and he was like really honored about this email, and he like would like to schedule a call with you. And I was like, of course. And so we ended up having this like hour-long phone call where I like talk about obviously my soda baba, where my parents used to put diet soda in my baby bottle, and we used to shake it and like make it explode. But I've been raised on diet soda, you know, and I can't kick the habit. But that's what I was telling him, is that I could not kick the habit. Like I had to like really extrapolate and expound on a lot of things just so I could get my roommates some free merch.
You were pretending like you were on like the final round of auditions for like American Idol.
I was like, I need to sell this shit. At the end of it, I was like, God, I fucking love Olipop. Like, oh my God, it just means so much to me. He was like, thank you so much. And because of the story about my parents, he was like, I'd like to send them both Olipop.
No fucking way.
Yeah, and then he sent me Olipop, and then he sent me these like little, I don't know what. I think they were coupons. I can't remember. And I left them on her bed when I drove away from Portland.
Oh my God.
Under her like blanket on the pillow though. That's my story about Olipop. So if you guys want to sponsor us, I know it sounds like I was really selling it without enjoying it, but I do enjoy it.
This is the only thing that made my mom say the right pronouns to me.
You're kidding? That is enough to get sponsored.
Olipop. Thank you.
She took one sip. She goes, she, her. You're a she, her.
It hit her.
It hit her.
She had one delicious sip of Olipop and it hit
It hit her like the first brick.
Yeah.
Olipop through the first brick.
Does this say the CEO's name on here?
It's like Ben something.
Crane. Shout out, my king.
That's gotta be Krista on the porch. Okay, Eras Tour. I thought we were gonna go episode by episode, but God, there was not much substance to get one episode from the first episode.
No, and we were waiting for Thai food to get here, so
And
we
it
had
was
to
like
keep watching.
really delayed.
Yeah.
But
people were out dashing tonight.
Thursday night dashing at like 9 p.m. I mean, we ate really late. Basically, here's how I feel about it.
Take a minute.
Here's how I feel about it. I learned, so they had, I think importantly, I had already seen the most crying clips online.
Yeah.
She is crying due to some stabbings. It's not funny, but there was like a stabbing of some kids. They were dancing Taylor Swift. She's also said she's really, overworked and exhausted. She's very emotional. And then also obviously when she gave her whole crew that letter and some money.
Right.
All of that I'd already seen. Everything else actually was pretty boring to me, except for the fact that it was boring except for when your impression of her, which I'd like you to do, of her being like, this is the most meaningful,
oh my God,
complicated thing that's never been done before.
Okay, the best way I can relay the way that she speaks about going on tour and putting up a production, which is something that hundreds, thousands of artists do.
Yeah.
All around the world, all the time. You are not, this is not Truth or Dare. This is not 5'2". This is not, anyway, this is, if Taylor Swift were going to the grocery store, this is how she would like explain it. we sat down and we thought about the things that we wanted to make this week. And we wrote like kind of all these ideas down and like the ingredients that we would probably need to like make them. And you know, and that took us a while just like conceptualizing like this thing and all the steps that it's going to take for us to get it to our mouths to eat it. And so we end up having to go to the grocery store and we have to get a vehicle. We have to get people in the vehicle to get there. And we have to walk in. And once we get there, we have to grab a cart. And it is walking an aisle after aisle. And you're staring at these walls and you're picking out these ingredients and you're putting them in the cart and you're going from aisle to aisle to aisle just to get to the cash register and check it all out. And we are bringing that home and preparing it to give to you people. To like feed not only ourselves, but you.
Everyone else.
We never want a dull moment of eating in our house.
And no one's ever done that before.
And it's just work like I've never, these people whose name I don't really know have put so much into this. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot. It's really complicated and no one's ever done it before.
No, and I don't even know what goes on when they start cooking all these things.
It just kind of like magic happens. It kind of magic happens.
Magic happens and it's there and it's steaming and it's at the
fresh
center of
and
the
it's
table.
hot, and it's important.
It's one of the biggest meals we've ever brought to this table.
And it's not like you just need to put a smile on your face. You know, these people are really working for it. And there's raw and there's passion, there's emotion. And they put it in the art. And
some of these people, they don't have tables. They don't have houses. So what we're bringing to them is really, really important.
And what I like to think about is when they're all done making this meal, when they have to go back to their homes and talk to their whatever little kids or whatever, what they're going to say about this meal in this moment in time.
The way that, I mean, they're going to talk to their neighbor lady. They're going to talk to the shut-in
kid.
They're going to talk to the shut-in that lives next door to them and explain this meal that they had. So we really wanted it to feel like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is really good.
And I think we pulled it off.
And I think we did it.
I think that pretty much sums up at least the first 3 episodes.
Yes.
Except when, what's that guy's name?
Cam
had they could not get enough of him.
They could not. DEI.
They DEI'd his ass.
They DEI'd his ass.
He seems like a wonderful guy.
No, he's awesome. He's obviously the best
of
part
this
of
whole thing.
He is giving the most on stage.
Yeah, they do this thing where he's like, she says something like, I love it when my
boom diddle boom clack 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 yow. Donkey kicking, dropping.
Yes.
Like giving his best Honey Balenciaga.
Yes. She's like, I really want it when the dancers can, you know, draw the spotlight to themselves.
Yeah, she's
Bitch, everybody looks like they're in like an army.
Like, I want him to pull focus.
Yeah, I don't need all the attention. I want him to pull
his
focus.
big body to pull focus.
Like his big, huge, gay black body to just draw attention.
Yeah, I want people to look up there and say, "Oh my God, there's a big black gay guy."
DEI.
Yeah,
the DEI.
But they're gonna see themselves in him.
And I would just like to say, yeah, he's like, I really want my dancers to see themselves. They cut to him. Okay, big black gay guy. They cut to like a black woman in the audience.
His mother.
And
you missed the part where like
no, I know,
his mother had like
mother.
You were like, they keep putting this one black woman in the audience, and it is his mother.
It was his mother, but they did it before as well with another black woman.
Right.
That was just an audience member. And then it was
Which might
like,
have been the only
look at all the
one.
representations, literally. And then there's like 2 other black dancers, and like when you can see yourself up there. Meanwhile, when she talks about pulling focus, there's one. They all kind of circle around him, almost in this like, to me like a mockery, where he's like, "I'm gay." Yeah, he's like kitty cat
It's really
boots. But he like
yes,
gets on the ground.
mama. Like that's
like,
it's giving that.
Yeah, it is. And at every other point in the show that I could see, it is like a military layout. They all look exactly the same. She is like this shining star in her glitter. Everybody else is just like, you know, they look like they're in lines. I feel like there's nothing unique about anybody else. There's just, she decided this one gay man gets his little gay scene.
Yeah. Well, there's also the long-haired gay guy.
Who's next to her?
Yeah, and they like interview him in the first episode, and he's like, "I've worked for a lot of people, and no, she like came in grateful and crying."
Oh yeah, she's the only one who came in crying.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
So yeah,
Shut
she's
up.
so fucking annoying. I think we all know that. I
Yeah.
think I don't care with Swifties. I think if you hung out with her, you would realize she's just a really fucking annoying girl. She's just an annoying person. She's not annoying. She's not just a girl. She's just like, I'm different. I'm unique. I'm also like your friend, and I'm like a homebody. And she acts like, yeah, like summer camp.
You could literally, if you were friends with her, you could literally never be going through anything. Because she
would be like, you're valid, and that reminds me.
well,
that
you
I
saw
was born.
the stuff that was released between her and Blake Lively, didn't you?
Of course.
And it was like, it seemed like it was like a lot about you. And everyone's like, what a mature response from her. And I'm like, I'm sure she talked about it in therapy, first of all. How to
Certainly.
respond. And second of all, what I want to say is she is somebody who you would be like, God, I had a really hard day at work. She's like, I know a lot about hard days at work. I literally did like the biggest tour. Like you
I literally
would
did the biggest tour.
never, ever be able to have an experience that she could not observe without desperately relating to or relating it to herself.
I do think she can do it only if there's 8 different cameras filming it for Disney. Like I cannot. I know she felt bad for those kids, and when she met with the families, it was hard. Because why would you be able to hear about a child being stabbed and not be emotional? That
Of
makes
course.
sense. Cameras everywhere. I just don't think that's appropriate. I don't know what it is. I'm like, it really reminds me of when like people are filming, like giving $100 to a homeless person. But now we all have to be like, well, it's Taylor Swift. Did she have to film it? I actually don't fucking think so. Did she have to film all these bonuses that racked up to a little under 200 million when the tour pulled 5 billion? I actually don't think so. I don't think we need to know the value. They blur it out, which is really funny. One of them reads the poem.
Cam reads it.
Cam. So
They
she's
have
like,
Cam read. They, after being like, we love this fat gay guy. Love how he pulls focus.
yep,
We love him. Illy bitch. Giving cunt.
he's serving cunt.
Here's your letter. Please read out loud
That.
the handwritten message that I wrote.
They make him read it out loud. Does that
Out
not feel
loud.
weird to you? She's
It's-
like, I just feel different. I feel unique. I just wanted people to feel special. You just filmed. Like, it really is just, I gave $100 to a homeless person and I filmed it.
The thing, and please chime in. Whatever. I want to be corrected on this, but it's not that she's honoring these children that were stabbed. It's not that she's emotional about it that bothers me. What bothers me is even that the news coverage of this stabbing revolves around the fact that it is a Taylor Swift dance party. Unless that is the direct motive of assault, that the person that stabbed these children stabbed them because they were dancing to Taylor Swift, I do not understand whatsoever why that is necessary information at all. And to then allow her to monetize
That.
those girls' deaths is bizarre to
Yeah.
me, because it is not any less sad or devastating to hear that there was a dance party in which a man stabbed children. That does not make it any less impactful or sad. Why is it pertinent information that it was a Taylor Swift dance party? I'm just curious. I'm willing to be wrong about it. I will eat crow.
I mean, I hear you. Well, what do you think the angle was? Like, why? Why did they say Taylor Swift?
Because she's the most famous woman on earth, and
Yeah.
somehow that would garner more sympathy. And it would
You think
garner
they,
more
like,
headlines.
They kind of enlisted the Swifties.
I just think that it is I don't even think it's that malicious intentful. I think that it is culture revolves so heavily around her
Yeah.
And also the like, not only the complete glorification of her, but it is the consistent victimization of her.
Yeah. Right. Right.
She will
She
never
vict-
not be the underdog while being the most famous person,
That
making
is
more money than the 3 third world countries they listed.
right. They were like, this tour did more than like Bangladesh. Or was it even
I don't
Bangladesh?
think Bangladesh is a third world country. Maybe I shouldn't
No,
say
no.
that, but
I don't know if we say third world country anymore. You're gonna
sorry.
get canceled. Developing.
Good
knows?
things. I like my
Friend.
self
Good thing I like
canceled.
myself canceled.
Good thing.
Well, let's get canceled so we can be her friend. Miss
The rite of
Uncancelable. The
passage.
most like, I'm just gonna bleeding heart my whole Disney Plus exclusive.
Most ads on any streaming service by
I've
the
ever
way.
seen.
It was crazy.
Every 3 minutes, the same fucking ads.
With 2 gay guys and Zoe Saldana, Oscar winner of Emilia
You
Perez.
seemed heartbroken that she's on that T-Mobile commercial.
I hate her.
It's Drewski,
Harvey.
some other guy who's
Harvey
gay
something
and
from What We Do in the
famous.
Shadows.
Yeah, no, it was like basically she's like, we're doing something really special and different here. And this is what I said, because Logan was like, what is different about this? And I was like, I think this is the largest grossing tour of all time or something. And that's actually nothing to be proud of. I don't think there's anything to be proud of. When she's like, we are doing something so crazy, I'm so proud of us. I really think it's like, we pulled it off. Like she's kind of acting like it was like last minute, which I agree. It sounds like any theater, any performance you're going to put on will always feel that way. That can't be surprising. And then she's like this teenager that they have to like wrangle in because she's got so many ideas. She's like, this line, it says like, beam me up. And so I really just want like a beam to beam me up. And they're like, okay, she's like on her shit right now.
And the whole glorification of her choreographer is that she choreographs to the lyrics so Taylor understands them.
Which is crazy because it's like the most literalist choreography ever.
It is 87% of her walking forward.
Yeah. Walking forward.
Walking.
And just kind of like, and they're like, she really came up with a lot of this herself. I can tell. I can tell. Does anybody want revenge?
So is the scope of it being impressive all to do with its length?
It's
3 hours long because she couldn't cut anything?
I think it's I don't know.
Meanwhile,
I don't think the set's that complicated.
It's not. Also, meanwhile, by the way, the idea of performing different eras, didn't fucking Madonna do her era tour right before Taylor did?
I'm pretty sure, like you said,
Janet
every
Jackson,
artist
Lana
like,
Del Rey, her Endless Summer tour was Born to Die section,
yeah,
Ultraviolent section, honey. Like that's every artist in the history of ever has sectioned pieces of set list. Or they don't. It's just one or the other. It's just so bizarre to me.
She plays like you're saying, her writing is very high school. She, like we watched with Krista, she talks to people like they're kindergartners.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, we're going to do something really different today. I think it's like this really like put on enthusiasm that I'm like, when's it going to
the opening of the entire docuseries with like the worst locker room pep talk I've ever heard.
It felt so weird.
It was bizarro. It was
I'm
wackadoo.
glad people called her out when she was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And then she does this tour that, of course, everybody screams the entire time, as tweens do. Good for them. And then she leaves being like, I had so much fun. I didn't even know if I could dance or sing or play music because I was so happy. I'm like, what do you think the expression of happy usually looks like? Does it look like you can't move, or does it look like you kind of want to sing and dance?
I want to give you an opportunity to talk about the phone calls with Travis because
Thank
those
you.
were wackadoo.
Could we like role play him?
Who do you want to be?
Travis.
Okay. I'll be Taylor.
Hi,
Okay.
baby.
Hi. Oh my gosh. I feel like Oh my gosh, it's just there's so much going on and there's so many moving parts, and I feel like the crowd like knew that I like needed this tonight.
They did know that.
Yeah, it was like amazing, and I just like I was so I just it's just like I think
love
gotta
you,
have my
baby.
mom.
And
They
I've
gotta
got
have
my
my
coach.
mom.
And I've got my coach.
That
And I love you, baby. There is this
It's like-
one phone call
it's so
right before
bizarre.
that one where she's like, I'm so stressed out. And he's like, I wish I could be there. And she's like, I wish you could be there. And he goes, I wish you could be there. I wish I could be there. And she goes, ugh, you're just in the NFL. It's
Why
so
do you have to be in
annoying."
the NFL?
Bitch, that was just for the cameras. That was
Yes.
just for the cameras. Why do you have to be in the NFL? Does she, unless she says that every day?
They also do a lot of cuts during the phone calls.
Yeah, they do.
A lot.
I think she gets on the phone. She goes, "It's recording. I've got a camera. Don't fucking say anything stupid."
Right, and then they have to like say something that they don't want on cameras, and they have to cut back to like,
Yes.
okay, say something like this now, Travis.
Right, let's fix this. Yeah, and then why
It's
did
the
you be
most.
in the
It's actually
NFL?
the most edited part of the show.
It's like,
Like,
yes.
in terms of like continual shots, it is the most hacked up of all 3 episodes we watched. Was her
It's
both
true.
her phone calls with him.
And at the end of this phone call, which it just seems like they're saying nothing. Maybe they cut out all the sexy raw parts. Maybe they cut out all the expressions of love. Oh, let me put a pin in that because I do want to say something. She hangs up. Love you. Bye. She goes, that's literally like, or she doesn't even. I think she says that, and this is way hotter than what she says. In my mind, she's like, that was my morphine. But she's like, some people have a drip feed. I have
this phone call.
Okay, so bare minimum. I don't even know. Maybe we missed the fucking phone call, but that to me, they want to show you the hottest part or like the most passionate or the in love part, and there was literally nothing.
He also
there.
just like giggles.
Yeah, he's like,
Like he gives like nothing. It's
you're
so
crazy.
Yeah, I wish I could be there too.
So Super Spreader Podcast, the Instagram is all pro Taylor. Like it's all Swiftie content. There's this clip that went viral in Swiftieville, which is Travis on a podcast, and he goes, well, Taylor, my Taylor, da 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 da. There is no question to me that got clipped, and people are like, oh my God, that's so romantic. He said my Taylor. He's literally just clarifying which Taylor he's talking about. I am certain. I didn't even watch it. Maybe I should. I am certain there was another Taylor reference. If he just goes, Taylor, it's not like my Taylor. It was like, Taylor, my Taylor. I mean, the love.
Where is it?
Where is the love?
Where's the love?
The love.
I mean, it's.
Snooze.
I just really, you guys.
It was sad.
I continually don't get. The thing is I was almost anticipating going into watching the first episode and thinking like, okay, I hate a lot, and instead I was just like, oh my God, it's exactly what I thought, and it
Yeah.
makes me feel every way I always have. Like
I know.
I've yet to see something that makes me earnestly. I'm glad at least by episode 2 they interviewed a goddamn dancer and a
Somebody else.
choreographer, because there is not a mention of the wardrobe person's name, the costume designer's name, anyone who did the lighting, nothing.
It's basically her being like, I'm kind of coming up with something crazy, and I'm crazy, and I'm just like unique, and I just want to get this done, and I'm just such a workaholic, and these people are gonna help me get there. And I thank you so much for helping me be the star of the show.
And I mean, to talk about Gaga for a second, this always sticks with me in terms of pop stardom and like people who create like pop stars.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga doing her past looks with Vogue, every single picture, she could tell you where she was at,
Yeah.
who was with her, what the designer was, what the fabric was, what they do outside of this look for her.
Yep.
Like it is such I said this on the episode last week with Lana, where it's like she's it's these like lengthy
Yeah.
Instagram captions. Just anyone who even was there that
Instagram
day.
stories for
Yeah,
that
and it's just
video.
I just think that you are only the people around you. Like especially as an artist and like a collaborator, and to be of her seismic like reverberation, and to not be able to identify anyone around her as being a part of her team or like people
Well, if
that
you want to be a
uplift
part of her
her.
team, you get a letter and you get to be recorded while you open your letter and read it out loud. And you get to hear your
But then
cash
bleeped. But then
prize. Bleep
bleeped. I
the
can't
cash
get over
prize
it.
and then immediately on the screen put she gave away $197 million in bonuses. Okay, I don't really care what you bleeped out because I just know how much you did. I know how much it grossed and I know you gave a fraction of it.
So did all your dancers get the same amount, even though you only
That's why you bleeped it
spotlighted
out.
Cam?
That's probably why she bleeped it out because people got different pays.
Probably. She's
Okay.
just so greedy
Greedy
hog. Greedy
I
hog.
loved my favorite part, which is like to me, where the bubble burst. Ed Sheeran, who just seems like one of those guys. He just seems like one of those guys who just like accidentally became famous, and he doesn't love like the fame attention. He has like this bloodlust for. He does. He's like kind of insane about his work, like being enormous. But in terms of his like, he's not making himself like a pop star. He walks in. I'm shocked they didn't cut this part out. And they both sit on the couches.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, "Is it okay if you get filmed?" And sorry, she is just staring at me through this little pot. I wish I could take a picture. They're like, "Is this okay if you're getting filmed?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he goes to Taylor. He's like, "Yeah, it's fine. Like, you always just have like people around you like flies or like cameras around
Flies
you
on
like
the wall
flies
or
on a
something,
wall."
yeah.
I love that because it is fucking weird. I mean, people make documentaries all the time. I think it's the documentary that feels so controlled, tightly controlled. Like, we got to plan the crying shots, we got to plan these pep talks, whatever. Like, usually a documentary, like something interesting might happen. This was like, we pulled off a Disney produced tour, and here's how we did it. And we'll just interview everybody. We're going to fill out 6 episodes. We're going to put it on Disney. It's going to be exclusive. Then we're going to put this on, that on, whatever. It just felt like nothing interesting happened. They just let her do whatever. I can't remember what Krista said, but it was like Kmart. Like, it's just something where it's like the most boring person accidentally, like, there's just not, you're like missing something behind those eyes.
Well, but you're also not bringing up how she didn't know how to play a G chord.
The G minor.
G minors.
So I'm sure she knows how to do fucking something on that. I mean, she's been playing guitar. I just think it was hilarious to watch her learn that you could change the chords every word. She's like,
him teaching her was like really crazy to me.
It was like
I would have, if I were her, I would have been like, delete that.
She's like, oh, move my fingers down a little bit and noodle a different.
And then they have Florence Welch in the next episode. Just make her look like
I'd
a
cut that
robot
part
with
right
skin
out.
draped over it.
Exactly. Florence is like gliding, singing, like moving her arms like she is using them to propel her voice as trained singers
express
do. Passion, power, and then it's like that is how Taylor moves. It's like it's like a robot.
It's so bizarre. I
And it's
probably
like-
put too much flair on it.
Yeah, you did. A little too much personality. You gotta imagine like someone's like glitching and like hitting just the poses. Yeah. Well, what time is it?
12:06.
Time to wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up, you guys.
Thank you.
Second one on the reel.
Get ready for the reels of this one. Maybe we'll watch the next episodes of the Eras. Maybe hopefully something else happens.
Something else is bound to happen.
Maybe we'll have a guest. We got the mics for it. Hopefully we won't get them too
in
sick.
the studio.
In the studio, because we've got to.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Well, now we can't invite someone on the pod. because we're on Super Spreader. Until next time.
Bye, you guys.